welcome to the 8th episode of Two Chicks and a Car.
This is the last episode of the season.
Yeah, I'm like a little bit sad today actually.
Even me.
Like I feel like yes, we have done like a 8-week commitment.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, oh my god, like season 1 is getting over. Yeah, we have like 25 more seasons coming up, but still like...
Yeah, 25 more seasons coming up. Are we like the Simpsons?
Yeah.
Dressed up in color.
Yeah. But no, it's a 40-degree shoot day.
Yeah. And she dressed up like the sun to mock us.
Yeah. It's a joke, guys. Anyhow, so today our episode is a little bit different.
It's about self-reflection.
Self-reflection about what... Yeah. I mean, future self and past self.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So it's like a summary episode of our seven seasons. No, I mean 7
episodes. The
7
topics.
episodes.
Yeah, I think we like spoke about a lot of different things, right? We spoke about like self-confidence, anxiety, letting go,
confidence,
everything like summed up.
Friendships, toxic relationships.
So this episode is just us kind of summing up and reflecting everything that has and what we've learned and what we hope to learn in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, I think self-reflection is important, guys. Practice it. It's a good practice.
Yeah, to all our 20 subscribers.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. We love you all.
We ran a whole season with
20 subscribers.
Actually, no, let's be fair. It
56.
was 56. Yeah,
56.
57.
57.
So let's start with the question round.
Yeah.
Like a simple question round would say.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to ask you? Do you want me to ask you the first question?
Sure.
Okay. What is something I've been holding on to? Gauri, tell me, what have I been holding on to and I cannot let go?
Me.
Need to let go of. So true.
Okay. Go, jao. Finish season 1.
Next episode, you'll get another chick.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What is something you've been holding on to that you need to let go of?
Actually, I was holding on to this one friendship that I really needed to let go of. Okay, and I feel like, honestly, throughout our 7 episodes when we have been talking about everything, I have been like, subconsciously reflecting on that particular friendship too. And I feel like I am ready to let it go, because I feel like, you know that before letting go you have like stages, and then you hit the saturation point and you're like, okay, it's time now, I need to let go. So I think I'm there, like professionally and personally. I used to like work with the person too, and I feel like professionally and personally I'm ready to let go of that friendship.
Yeah, that's true. So you're saying in the past, like what, 7-8 weeks, you've kind of realized and like reflected that, okay, you 100%. Need to let go of.
So sometimes it takes time, right? Like, and when we are talking on the camera, we are also like learning to
as well.
ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I think when you say things out loud, it hits you differently than when you just say it in your head, right?
100%.
Yeah. So I think one thing that I've been holding on to and I need to let go of, which I have learned that I have to let go of, is I think self-doubt. I think that is something I've really struggled with for a very long time. Like I feel like I've just doubted myself in a lot of things when it comes to work and when it comes to building my career and my, the whole podcast thing. I think I've doubted myself a lot when it comes to these things. So I think that is something that I really realized that I had to let go of. And I think I did practice it. I mean, that's why we're getting started the podcast. But I think it's a constant, it's a daily thing that I need to keep telling myself. It's like a daily affirmation to not self-doubt. And I think even in terms of friendships and all, like you said, you wanted to let go of a particular friendship. I think even for me, when it comes to friendships, I think I have a lot of self-doubt. I keep doubting myself, like, okay, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the whole people-pleasing thing? And that's not good, right? It's not good to keep doubting yourself, because then you start to believe the bad things that you tell yourself. So yeah, that's one thing that I really want to get rid of, but I mean, it's work in progress. So.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're getting there. For the third time.
We are getting there. Yeah. But do you feel like even for you want to let go of self-doubt?
I do, and I think that's the reason both of us have pushed being in front of the camera, even though that's what we always wanted to do.
Yeah.
to our parents watching it. That's why we joined film school.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
No, but I think now we are like ready after all the toxic people
Yeah.
are cut out of our life who kept telling us that no, it was not for us.
Yeah. I think
You know,
there
those
were
people who there were people in our lives
There
who
were a
kept
lot of-
telling us that this was, I mean, they made us doubt if we were even in the right career, if we were gonna
Yeah.
do anything at all, if we were gonna get a job. But
Yeah.
I think something or the other we have done, and I'm
Yeah.
proud of ourselves.
Yeah, I think we did have a lot of people who told us, hey, maybe you shouldn't do things. You shouldn't be. Trust me, I've had a lot of people and a lot of mutual friends who have, said that maybe you shouldn't be in front of the camera.
Exactly.
Maybe you shouldn't talk and your stuff is cringe. I think
Made
I
us
think-
insecure of our looks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Actually, a lot of people. I mean, okay, not a lot of people.
We love how we look.
I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but there were a couple of people, and I'm telling you, it takes one person to
Bring the
instill the
self-esteem.
self-doubt in you. So,
And bring the self-esteem down. Like, whoop.
yeah. So, yeah, not cool, guys. Don't be a reason someone doubts themselves.
See, either you support a person, if not, don't speak. Just shut up.
Yeah. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yes. You're
That's-
saying this for the 4th time in the podcast.
I don't think I've said this before. This is probably we've had a conversation and I've
Yeah.
told you, but no, guys, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's why I'm a silent person. It's not
I love
because I'm listening. It's because I don't have much nice things to say.
Revelation.
Oh no.
Okay,
I'm gonna end up being very unlikable.
are you being honest with yourself, with the people that you love in your life?
I think of late I have been, because I think in a lot of friendships and a lot of people that I've had in my life, I've kind of shied away from the whole confrontation, from being honest with them, telling them how I feel, because I mean, see, nobody's perfect.
Correct.
There are certain qualities people have that may not work with you, and I think for me, for the longest time I felt like, okay, I tolerated that. So of late I feel that I am a lot more confrontational, not in a bad way. I'm not just going to go around and be like, hey, you suck. But I think my communication with people is a lot better now than it was before. So I think now I'm a lot honest. I mean, it's only fair, right? Like, you don't do yourself or that person justice if you're not honest about yourself. So yeah.
Agreed. I think it's the same for me.
Yeah.
Like, I think with people, like, I feel like I used to give them the benefit of the doubt way too many times, more than you should ever give a person. But I feel like, I mean, I was not a people pleaser, but I feel like I used to be like, okay, I used to let things slide. I think I've said this before and I'm saying it again. I used to let things slide, but I think sometimes, when people don't reciprocate, they let things slide, like they pick on every small thing. Why should you give people so many chances in life to mess up, play with my emotions and then come back, mess up and play with my emotions and come back? It's not worth it. So I clearly filter people out who does not deserve to be there, cannot be there. That's it.
Yeah. But do you think that even with those people who you had to filter out, do you think that you were honest with them? Did you get to a point where you told them how you felt? And
I think I have. I mean, I have always been the person who loves confrontation. I mean,
Yeah.
other people would run away from it, not me.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely confront the person and tell them, like, you've been wrong. But with certain people, I think I have been putting that off. But I think off late, I have been doing it, like, quite a lot. I mean, I don't confront everybody. But to the people, I mean, when
you called me out today on call.
Yeah.
I was like, 20 minutes late for our call?
Yeah.
Like
and here.
and
You're like
here,
20
she called
minutes
me
late every
out.
time.
Trust me, I know that she loves confrontation. I have been on the other side. Okay, so to conclude, I think it's something that we both work on, right, daily, to be honest. And I think, dude, even like if we're honest with other people, a lot of things we need to realize, right? Like you can be honest only if you work on self-awareness.
Self-awareness,
It's like
100%.
related.
You
right?
need to know if I am not on the wrong for
Yeah.
having to confront somebody,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or like you need to just know, okay, what are the mistakes I have done, what are the
Yeah.
mistakes they have done, both the side of
Understand
the
both the perspectives.
coin. Yeah. That should be okay. I'm not
100%.
right all the time. We are all imperfect.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes we are the
absolutely-
villain.
Yeah, I could
Watch
be
our
absolute-
last episode, guys. Reference.
I could be absolutely wrong sometimes,
Yeah.
but if I know that, then I can talk to the other person and sort the issue out. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be always like fight and break up and
Absolutely
stuff like that.
not. I think
right?
being adults, you have normal adult conversations where it's not
very
heated.
selected people is very selected people. How many people we actually have adult conversations with?
That's for another episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you confused comfort with connection in any of your relationships?
100%.
Friendships?
Friendships, yes. I have kept friends around because I don't want to put in the effort of finding another friend, even though they are the biggest red flag I must have ever met. But these days I'm happier in solitude than to have toxic people around me. So I think I have like cut people off who were comfort instead of actual true connection.
Yeah, I agree. I think even I've been in a lot of friendships. I mean, okay, not a lot, but a handful of them, like relationships, friendships.
It happens with everybody.
Yeah, where I have felt very comfortable, and because I didn't want to get out of that, I knew it was not good for me, but I didn't want to get out of that comfort zone, so I remained in that.
Yeah.
4 years.
But it's okay. I mean, that's how we learn.
It's lessons you learn
Yeah.
in your 20s, right? And
Exactly.
it's better to learn it now in your 20s and like years later.
Exactly. Okay. What green flags do you want to look for more, like in others and in yourself?
I think consistency, that is a quality that I would want in myself and I would want from others. When you're in a friendship, you want someone who's the same with you. You don't want someone who fluctuates in terms of how they feel for you, right? Like, you don't want to be that person who people need space from.
Right.
Yeah, so I really think consistency, and also in myself, in whatever I do in terms of work, in terms of self-motivation, everything, I want there to be a lot of consistency, because only then I think humans in general like consistency, because you see a certain pattern and it like you need that.
I think for me, I would say like reciprocating.
Yeah.
Like if I'm a certain way with you, you have to be that way. Like I will mirror you.
Yes.
If you're not giving, don't expect it from me. I'm not gonna be giving you. Like I
As it
will
should be.
exactly mirror what you are.
Yeah.
If you're like giving me like 50%, I will put in like 70%.
Yeah.
But if I get like 30%, I will put in like literally 10%.
Yeah.
Like I won't put in like, why?
As it should be,
Right?
I agree.
So yeah, I think it's that for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's
Correct.
move on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
If you could say one thing to your past self, what would it be? And if you could say one thing to your future self, what would that be?
Is this the time we pull out the paper, ma'am?
Yeah. We were so not prepared, guys. We just have
So not
a couple
prepared.
of words on a paper, printed out.
Printed out.
But we were like so not prepared for this question.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's like surprise. It's like that Viva question that the teacher who hates you asks.
Okay.
The question you don't want to answer.
Okay.
Dear me. Can you not laugh? Can I be emotional for a second? Editor, emotional music. Dear me.
Do.
Recording. Dear me, to the girl I used to be. I know you laughed too loud at things that weren't funny, just to keep the room comfortable. I know you let some people stay longer than they should have. Not because you didn't want better, but because you wanted to believe the best in them. You made excuses for red flags and called it love. You ignored the pit in your stomach and called it intuition. But still, you showed up. You stood up for others even when your voice shook. You kept it together for everyone even when you were crumbling. You thought being chosen was the goal, but somewhere along the way, you started choosing yourself. And since then, everything changed. That's to my past self. And to my future self is to the woman I am becoming. I hope you never forget how far you've come, even when the mirror feels unfamiliar. I hope you don't confuse peace with boredom or chaos with passion. I hope you have stopped explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. I hope you have learned that solitude is not being lonely, but it's sacred. That your worth was never in how much you give, but how much you honor your own boundaries. And when you find yourself doubting everything again, which you will, I hope you remember that survival is not your only story. You're allowed to thrive now. You're allowed to want more, dream more, and be more. So that's to my future self. I hope I'm watching this 5 years later or 2 months later and being proud of myself.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love that. I love that line where you said that some people are committed to misunderstanding you. I think that's a lovely line. And
it struck a chord when I wrote it. I was like, oh my god, some people have been like so committed to misunderstanding me.
Yeah.
So,
and many people go through that, I feel.
Right?
So true.
Yeah.
I love it. I just love it.
Let us know if you relate with us.
Yeah.
So it's your turn?
Yes, it's my turn to read a letter. I can't remember the last time I've written a letter.
I felt like I was in a read aloud competition in school. I was nervous to read it.
Good job, Gauri. Good job on reading.
Yeah. Can you give me a star?
Oh.
Okay, no. Continue.
I'll send you an emoji or something.
Yeah.
Dear me, to the girl I used to be. I know you held on to things long after they stopped holding on to you. I know you confused silence for peace. You didn't always feel confident, but you showed up anyway, and you tried your best. And that is brave. You learned to let go even when it broke your heart. You learned to move forward and carry the pain of loss. You questioned everything, even yourself, but still got up and kept going. You didn't have it all figured out, and that's okay. You were never supposed to. I know there were multiple times where you were afraid of putting yourself out there, but you closed your eyes and you took that leap. To the woman I'm becoming, I hope you remember that strength isn't loud and confidence doesn't mean having all the answers. I hope you go easy on yourself for the things you can't change. I hope you hold on to friendships that feel like home and that you've stopped shrinking to fit into places you've outgrown. I hope you see the things that don't add value in your life and trust yourself when you do. And if you ever wonder if you were the villain, I hope you've also given yourself the grace to be human. I'm proud of you for everything you've let go of, everything you've held on to, and everything you're still becoming. With love, me.
Okay, yay! Woohoo! Yay. That's the wrap of season 1 and last episode.
It's been a good journey.
It's been a good
subscribers.
Journey. 57 subscribers. 57. We'll be back next season.
We both are like one of the subscribers. Technically, it's 55.
Shut up! Don't specify.
Okay, guys, it's been a good
It's been
run.
a nice journey.
Yeah. It's been nice.
Hold on. It's been nice meeting you.
No, it's been nice co-hosting with you. I mean, it's been nice having a podcast with you and talking to you and having that on video. So hold on to friendships that feel like home and shut the camera. Bye.